you have any questions before we head out?
Probably only like I was telling, the Lamborghini sometimes start to wiggle in its butt. So what
So
in
it's gonna go
terms of
sideways?
this track, what are the most dangerous in these terms parts?
It's going to be the low speed turns. Let's go ahead and follow the Mustang. So after this straightaway right here, when you go through the left hander and then the right hander, remember you got that portion to slide a little bit on that one lap. And that's where it's going to be the most dangerous. So with any track, it's the slowest turns. Because the slowest turns, that's where it's the easiest to get the wheel spin. Because that's when you have the torque to spin the tires. The faster the car goes, the harder it is to get the tires to spin. The faster car goes, the more like you're going to push the front tires. So that's the big difference. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and slow down, and we're just going to get to about 10 miles per hour. We're going to give a monster gap to all of these cars. So then when we catch them later on, they should be all single file, and then it'll be easier to get around them. Because the good news is that with this track, I can see when the lead car's on the back straight, which is right there. So now I know, now we'll start to add that speed and go ahead and follow that car. So let's go ahead and add that speed. There we go. And then we'll get to the left side, add a little more speed. Track out all the way to the right, and go full throttle. Braking, hard brakes. Turning and releasing the brakes, back to gas. A little more steering. Stay on the gas just like that. Nice. Now this car should let us run in just a moment, so stick with them, and then we'll bring it back around, and I'll call this car on the radio here. Mustang, can you get a point by, please? All the way up to the orange, and back down. And you can definitely feel the weight difference with this car, but at the same time, it's still very balanced. So they're going to let you run in just a second. Let's go ahead and pass them on the right side. So pass on the right side, and accelerate. Now back to the left, and brakes. Nice, so look for the green cone. So a little more braking, turning it to be modulated a little bit. That's why you push a little wide that time. So more consistent pressure. Look for the red cone, and I'll bring it back to the right, all the way to the green cone. Add that speed. Now back to the left, full throttle. Nice. That's just because we brake with the wheel turn a little bit. So you don't have to worry about that too much. Just keep that wheel straight. The stability control will make sure you don't spin out. So just because we brake with the wheel turn slightly.
But can I personally do something better not to...
No, it's just because of the dynamics of this car. Now back to the left side, add that speed. Get to the right side, full throttle. Nice. Nice. Now look for the green cone. Release the brakes, turn in. And then just a little gas, a little less, and now it's back to steady gas. Squeeze it on, and now accelerate. To the left side, back to the right, full throttle. And hard brakes. Nice, now go ahead and smoothly release the brakes. Turning in, and get to that steady gas. Turn a little more with that wheel, you have more grip there. A little more steering. There you go, nice. Now add that speed to the right, and full throttle. Back to the left side. We're going to try to get around all of these cars, but we're going to try to get around the first red fry up there first. So add that speed to the left and accelerate. Brake. Nice. Very nice. Crimson 40, please confirm a pass for 3. Out to the right side, back to the left, and braking. Alrighty. And then let's go ahead and give these cars a little bit of a head start, because this is the faster car compared to the Porsche. Just wait for just a moment. And now go for it, full throttle. Very nice. Awesome. Doing great. Awesome. Now once again, look for that green cone and turning over to the right side. Now a little more steering. Look for the third green cone. All the way over to the right. Add that speed. Nice. On the back to the left side of the green cone. All the way over to the right side. And accelerate. big space in these cars. Just go ahead and slow down a little bit, and then we'll create a big space so that we have room to play again. Sound good?
Yes.
Yeah. This is a pretty cool car, huh? All right, that should be good now. So now let's add that speed again, and then bring it back over to the next green cone. Squeezing on throttle. Nice. And full throttle. All the way to the left. And brake. Nice. Off the brakes, back to the right side. Nice. A little more steering. Get all the way down to the green cone. Steady throttle. Back to the left. Full throttle here. Nice. And hard brakes. And brakes. Turn it to the right side, all the way to the green. Back to throttle. Add that speed. Back to the left. And braking. Turning in. Squeeze on throttle. A little more steering. Now add that speed. And full throttle. Nicely done. Great job. Great job. 162. Nice driving. So what do you think? What was your...
I want more. It's too short.
Yeah, it always is, isn't it?
Yeah.